Hello, everyone. My name is Donna Wetterstrand. I'm from theemotionalcenter.com. And this is part one of a short introductory series on the vibrational scale of emotions, what it is, how to use it, and why you should even bother. In the last year or so, I've been asked a lot of questions about the scale and my interpretation of it, and this series will answer those questions. Thank you to Abraham Hicks for introducing the vibrational scale of emotions in the book Ask and It Is Given. And to download the version of the vibrational scale that we use at the Emotional Center, go to www.theemotionalcenter.com, click on the blog, and you'll find a download there. And also, we'll put the link in the description below. So download your own copy for sure, because we're going to be talking about a lot of things that are on that sheet. I'll explain later why it's so helpful to actually be looking at the emotional scale while we're talking about it, but just trust me for now. It triggers a pathway to mindfulness, and we can kind of use it as a shortcut. The emotional scale is one of the most effective tools for transformation, honestly, that I've ever run across. And not only that, it seems to be a basic blueprint for human evolution, how we can actually evolve as individuals. It shows us where we've been and points the way to where we're going. Beyond that, we can use the emotional scale and the concept of vibration to improve our daily lives, and we'll talk more about this in the next videos in this playlist. The emotional scale and the vibrations it represents can help us to connect to inner guidance. It can help us develop inner wisdom and intuition. It can help unlock our potential, unlock the brain's potential, and manifest more of what we want by harnessing the true power of the law of attraction. At the very least, using the emotional scale to steadily raise your vibration, it's like wonderful therapy for mental health. And it can work wonders with all kinds of low feelings and vibrations and patterns, like anxiety and depression, for example. So let's take a closer look at the vibrational scale of emotions and break it down a bit. So if you're looking at the version we use, you'll see that there's a lot of information on that sheet. I really wanted to make it a rich resource for whoever's using it, so I did put a lot of information on there. But I want you to know that your use of it can be really, really simple. It doesn't have to be a complicated thing. I enjoy doing a deep dive into a subject and rounding out my knowledge of it, but the tool itself is really simple to use. All that extra information on that sheet it's just me being nerdy. So the first thing is this. The emotions are listed on the left-hand side, and they're listed at the top from high, fine, light vibrations and emotions to lower, heavy, dense emotions and vibrations. The emotions and vibrations on the lower half of the scale don't feel good, but those on the upper half of the scale do feel good. And by the way, there's a difference between emotion and vibration, even though it sometimes seems like we're talking about the same things. Emotions are part of our physical world in that they have some density to them. We can feel them. Vibrations, on the other hand, are completely non-physical. So while most of us don't sense them in the same way that we sense and feel our own emotions, we can certainly intuit vibrations. So we use feelings as a window into vibration. When you shift your focus from a feeling onto a vibration, you're really switching your focus from the physical world to the non-physical world. Every physical feeling and emotion has its own unique vibrational footprint. When you switch your focus from the feeling to the vibration, we describe that as making the emotion transparent to see the vibration below. And at the Emotional Center, we call that looking through the vibrational lens. When we're talking about sadness, for example, we're actually referring to the vibration of sadness at the same time. So in the videos ahead on this playlist, we'll talk about how our emotions and vibrations can increase our inner guidance and intuition, how we can use vibrational energy to access more of your potential, and really what an amazing tool for manifestation the vibrational scale is. But first, let's move on to the next video, where we'll talk more about managing your own vibration through managing your emotions and the huge benefits that come from learning how to do that. And just a quick note here, when I use the word manage, this does not mean control. In fact, quite the opposite. And I'll explain more in the next video.